Hi besties. It's been a hot minute. The last time I posted a video was maybe a month ago talking about Bad Blood, but here we are in November talking about Survival Series. Let's get into this match, or this pay-per-view. I just realized there's only 5 matches. Has anyone noticed that for the last couple pay-per-views, they've been really cutting the matches? I remember back in the day, they used to be up to 10 matches. Now there's barely even 6 anymore. So the matches are the OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0, or New Bloodline, whatever you want to call them. I call them Solo and his Angels. Then we have Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then we have the women's match, Team Rhea versus Team Liv. I have my thoughts about that match. I'll talk about it later. Then we have Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, for the IC title. Then we have LA Knight versus Shinsuke for the United States Championship. Out of all these matches, which one I'm most excited about? OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. That's the match especially now that CM Punk is a part of it, I wonder how Seth Rollins feels knowing that they're not gonna bother him no more. I feel he's gonna be like, Master! Let me stop. But anyway, the match I'm not too excited for, I hate to say it, is the women's match. Because I keep on getting flashbacks of, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I think it's been 10 years now. The whole theme of this match reminds me of that match they had, the Total Divas versus the Real Divas match of Survivor Series. Total Divas that had Natalya, Naomi, Cameron, the Bella Twins, Eva Marie, and JoJo versus the rest of the women in the locker room. And it was just, and I'm not saying because there was a lot of women who weren't that good at wrestling, but the storyline, literally before they made this a match / storyline, all the women in each team had problems. Obviously, no one liked the Bella Twins because they always making themselves on top. They're popular, they're better than everyone. Obviously, no one liked AJ Lee because she had the title. So it was just a big mess. And it was labeled the worst worked team of that year. And I feel like it's getting deja vu for this match because same formula. No one truly liked each other within their storyline. And honestly, me personally, I said this once to my friend, I feel like Liv should not have been in this match. Because if you think there's 3 champions in this match. Liv, Nia, Bianca, and technically Jade at the time. So it's there's gonna be no women's title match for this pay-per-view. What they could have done, replace Raquel and Liv for Last Legend and Miss Jackson, since they have problems with Bianca and Jade, and replace Rhea with I'm gonna say someone else, Bailey, because I feel like if you're telling us that Rhea got severely injured, her eye is that messed up. Typically, an eye injury like that, it's several months, not several weeks. She literally came back within 2 weeks. I felt like instead of having Rhea get injured all the time, I said that in my TikTok. Follow if you want to. I said, instead of getting her injured, y'all should have just had her suspended or fined or something. Because this whole injury thing and having her come back 2 days later or 2 weeks later, come on now. No one's buying it. I don't know. It should have been Lash and Jakara on Nia's team and have Io and Liv for the title. Because when is that match gonna happen? She's the #1 contender, but yet there's no talk about when she's gonna have that match. Because the next pay-per-view is NXT, then Saturday Night Live. And that's in December. Actually in 2 weeks. So it's when is that match gonna happen? And there's too much egos. And especially what happened on Raw with Jade, which I talked about on my TikTok, who I think actually attacked Jade, but I'll talk about it afterwards. Like, all the, like, butting heads. And I don't know, I feel like, even though I don't like how they're booking Bailey, I feel like, even though I don't want her to be a part of it, it makes the most sense. And Rhea, I don't know. It would have been so much better if they had the match with Io and Liv. And Rhea comes back and didn't cause Liv to lose the title, but cause whatchamacallit, disqualification. You know, it would have been something better. Like, you know what? WWE needs to hire more people for their creative team. I'm available. I could do it. Clearly, I got some good ideas. So, the whole thing with Jade, last week, she got attacked. Nobody knows by who. If you go on Twitter, on TikTok, it's either, it was Bianca, it was Naomi, it was Bailey. But I'm like, it could be one of them. But, you gotta remember, Jade and Bianca does have a long list of ops being from each brand. SmackDown, Raw, NXT. It could be anyone. I said in my video on TikTok, it could have been Lash and Miss Jackson because, remember, they did have a feud for the tag team titles and it kind of just ended after Crown Jewel. So I was like, it could have been them. Or it could have been Zoe and Shayna. Because remember, back in, was it Clash of Champion? Or not Clash of Champion. The one that they did in June. I forgot what it's called. But remember Shayna made Jade tap, but for some reason it didn't count because the referee didn't see it. And Shayna did bring it up one time, like, hey, I made you tap. We should have been the champion, not you. So it's like, it could be them too. Because it makes sense. If they win the tag team titles and Sonya wins the United States champion, not United States, they're Raw, so it's the IC title. It could be another version of the Shield. Let me stop. But out of all these, like, the match I'm next excited for, but I know, I have a feeling what's gonna happen is Gunther versus Damian. I have a feeling our good friend Finn Balor is gonna cause some kind of problem because his obsession with Damian is just, I don't like it. I don't like how they're doing Finn. As you may or may not know, I am a diehard for Finn Balor since day one. And I don't like what they're doing with him. I haven't liked what they're doing with him for a while. I'm just like, stop. It just hurts my soul. So I really hope that's okay. But I'm not even going to talk about the fact that him and JD only had 2 title defense in 150 something days. Now it's 155, I think now. I'm like, are you serious? But like, they made Naomi strip the title because she couldn't defend it in 30 days. 30 days. I meant to say, yeah, 30 days. So I'm like, really, WWE? What you trying to do? But anyway, other news, happier news, WWE has finally released the new title for the women. As I made a video about the women's IC title and United States Championship. On SmackDown, they already had a tournament for it, which kind of caused an uproar with the whole thing with Jade. So tonight, it's supposed to be Piper, Michin. I don't think they announced who the third person is. I've been seeing on Twitter and TikTok that it's Lash, which kind of proved that it probably was them. Some people think it's going to be Charlotte, because this is going to be the first time she's not going to win a title. So, who knows? Me personally, I have said my pick on my account, who I want, and people just was not feeling it. I said either Michin, Naomi, or Chelsea Green. Especially Chelsea Green. Like, it fits her. And for the IC, obviously my 3 are Zelina, Naomi, Naomi too, but then she'll be on Raw. But yeah, either way, either title looked good on her. Natalia, Lyra, because come on now. y'all making it seem like people are claiming her the next Becky. And like, if she's gonna be the next Becky, they need to push her. Like Becky, they would push Becky. So that's my thing. The men's matches, like, it's just, oh wait, hold on. Did they not, is the one with Cody Rhodes not part of this? Oh. That's weird. I thought that Cody Rhodes versus KO was going to be for this pay-per-view. But it's not. It's for the Saturday night one. Oh. That's interesting. Yeah. Why did they make it? Y'all can make us wait 2 more weeks. But I just realized I don't see Cody versus KO. Then I realized it's not for this pay-per-view, it's for the next one. Do you guys think he's gonna win? And also, who do you think they're gonna have take the title off Cody? I'm hoping it could be Kevin because I feel like he kind of deserved a title run, but who knows? Another thing before I end this video. How are y'all feeling about the whole thing with New Day? It's breaking my heart, especially for 10 years. But my thing is, I told my friend about this, if they really gonna have them break up, actually give Xavier Woods a serious push. Like, don't break them up just to break them up and do nothing with him, okay? Bring him back to NXT and be the NXT Championship. Hell, make him win the IC title. United States Champion. Push him the way he deserved, okay? Because that's just, I can go on for hours talking about that, but just push him if you're really gonna break up New Day. That's all I gotta say. That's it for today's video. Bye, and don't forget to follow me on TikTok.
That bitch, I'm that motherfucking bitch.